He's got size 14 shoes. He's only 5'2". Can't hire that guy.
You promised you wouldn't tell, Felix.
Oh, your size is only 12.
And I'm also 5'1".
Oh, see?
Okay.
But, it's just another illness, and it could be controlled.
But once again, folks, that's not why we're here. We're here to discuss people and gun control. Our number is 516-665-1860, or you could Skype us.
At Trucking to Heaven. Now, I want to tell you again and again and again, Mark and I are not psychiatrists. We have no educational knowledge. We're just talking our opinions, even though, like the gentleman that called us before, Don, is a psychologist, retired. So he has a little more knowledge in these subjects. But, we talk practical. That's our language, practical.
It's very true. We're just shooting the breeze here. It's Felix's opinion, my opinion. We certainly want to hear your opinion. But again, we stress, these are opinions.
And all we're trying to do is provoke thought and hopefully hear your opinions. Because, again, what makes my opinion correct?
I don't know. Most people say you're always wrong.
Absolutely. And I tell most people they're wrong. But whatever it is, it's our opinions. We'd love to hear yours.
And the only person here who's always right is me. You could just ask my mother if she was alive.
And the only person that's always wrong is Mark. Ask his mother. She'll tell you
That's
that too.
That's exactly true.
My
mother was impartial.
Mothers will say anything.
Great lady.
But, that's what I really want you to understand, that we're here just to provoke your thought. We're not here to influence you. We want you to influence yourself. Think about what we say. Think about what other people say. Weigh it.
We want to give them an outlet.
Yeah. We are the coffee party of the people.
That's what I was going to say. We haven't said that all evening.
See, now that the voting is over, the coffee party is really going to divert their attentions to other subjects.
Exactly, like gun control. But as I said before, Kathy Lee and Hoda Kotb have their champagne at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. Felix and I will toast you every evening with our cup of coffee. And we want you to remember in the morning when you have your coffee, in the afternoon for your coffee break, and in the evening when you drink your cup of coffee, think of our coffee party. Become a member, become active. Change begins with you.
And to be a member of the coffee party, you don't have to drink coffee. You could be drinking tea or anything else. You could be a member of the tea party or any other party. All we're asking for you is to listen, think, and act independently. Don't do something because somebody else is telling you to do it. Think about it and do what you know is right. Normally, what a person actually thinks he's right, he usually is right. Didn't you ever get a feeling that you just don't like somebody and you don't know how to place it? Why? But yet you know it's right. You know you don't like the person. There's something wrong with it. Go with your gut feeling. Go with your heart. Go with your mind. Combine them all. Think about it. See how you feel about it.
Remember,
then act on it.
When you were a student taking your SATs, they always told you your first answer is probably the correct answer. So bottom line, depending upon how you feel in your gut, weighing all the possibilities, that's probably the answer to go with.
It's there's certain people that I don't like for certain reasons. A lot of times I don't even know why. I just look at somebody and I listen to them and my gut says, these people are no good.
Felix, that's how we got started.
I know.
I am the yin to your yang, the tanto to your kimosabi, the laurel to your hardy. Let's face it. You abused me as an intern.
Yeah. Well, you're the youngest.
How could I be the youngest when you just called me the oldest?
No, you're the youngest intern I've ever had.
You mean you had an older intern before me?
No, I've never had an intern before you.
So
you're the youngest and the oldest intern I've ever had.
Well, I think I've never been that before, but I guess that's why we need psychological help, ladies and gentlemen.
And if we do need psychological help, I don't think we should be ridiculed for it. I think they should promote psychological health, just like, you're going to, they say, oh, get a physical once a year, make sure everything is good. Well, if there's anything that's really bothering people, they're afraid to say it to the doctors. They don't want to see psychiatrists because there's a stigma to it. And that should be taken away. The stigma is even taken into the medical plans where they say, well, you shouldn't be seeing a psychiatrist more than 10 visits, because if you are, there's got to be something really wrong with you. And if there's something really wrong with you, why can't I see a doctor more than 10 times? It makes no sense.
Exactly.
The same reason I think they should have... hey, listen, I'm on my... what do they call it? I'm on a roll now. I think they should have dental health. This should be as important as
wait a second.
health.
The dental, you said?
Dental.
Oh, well, if you don't understand me, it's because I had to take my false teeth out.
Now listen, dental care.
I might be slurring my lisp, my ethiv.
Yeah.
I got to put my teeth back in.
You can go to, and also, eye care should be part of the medical plan. I don't think we should be, if you can't hear, that's a medical problem, and it should be taken care of by a medical plan. A lot of people are the same way as with psychological problems. They're embarrassed to wear hearing aids. Hearing aids are extremely expensive.
I could vouch for that.
And they're not covered in any insurance plans. And also, if you want eyeglass, care, it's not part of your medical plan. And if you go to an ophthalmologist, not an ophthalmologist, but optometrist, when he looks in your eyes, you can tell if you have high blood pressure that maybe you didn't know you had.
They could screen you for glaucoma, cataracts, pressure in the eye, as you said.
Yeah.
It's all part of a wellness check.
So we should have. I'm promoting universal health care. Every other civilized Western world country can do it. We're the greatest nation in the world. We've got the best doctors. We've got the best medical plans. Why don't make it available to everybody? It doesn't make sense that only the rich and only the extremely poor can get medical care. Because if you're very poor, you can get Medicaid. And Medicaid provides medical insurance. If you got a good job, it's provided by your by your job, or you can afford to do it. But lower middle class, poverty line people, they don't have jobs that provides medical.
These are the people that fall between the cracks.
And those are the ones that need it. And Obamacare, I guess, will help them, but they're still going to have to get, pay for it somewhat. They may get some subsidies.
Well, you see, but that's the whole point. People who cannot afford medical care now, but let's say have minimum wage paying jobs, they will be able to afford Obamacare because they will be subsidized a certain amount.
Oh, I don't know how much they're being subsidized.
I don't know
and
either.
Then everybody says, well, you'll be subsidized something.
Well, not everybody will be subsidized.
Yeah. And also, listen, I have a medical plan that's extremely sufficient for me. And I provide it for my employees at work. I think it's a good plan, but it's being canceled because it doesn't meet all the standards of Obamacare. But dollar for dollar, my plan provides much more protection, and it's much better because a few things like a gym that my plan doesn't provide, and a couple of other incidentals like I'm 63 years old this next Tuesday or something, or Wednesday. Do I really need well care? But it's free for me. I mean, it makes no sense. It's just, I think it's a great idea that what Obama is trying to do, but I don't think it was thought out well enough. The Democrats pushed it through without really reading it. Most of them didn't understand it. It was, 65,000 pages or something ridiculous, or 6,500 pages. And most politicians who voted for it will tell you they didn't read it. And how can you vote for something if you don't know what it is? I think Mark is getting tired of me being on my high horse tonight.
Oh, no, not at all. It's just that we're coming to the end of the show. I don't think we're going to get any more callers. And as we said, this is a second time around today for us. And I don't know if Felix is tired, but I'm starting to show...
I'm tired too. And but I feel energized by being able to... do this a second time, and actually I think we've done just as well on the second show as we did on our first.
Well,
maybe better.
Well, we managed to hold our own, let's put it that way.
Yeah, I think so, and I hope it's not us that counts, it's you, ladies and gentlemen. You're the ones that are listening to our show. You're the ones that are going to tell us if we're doing the right thing for you.
We rely on you to let us know how we're doing.
Because if you don't tell us and you're just listening, we assume you're enjoying the show so much and we're doing such a great job.
Remember that little box that says follow? Make sure you click that box and become a follower of Trucking to Heaven.
This way we will stay on the air. And we appreciate...
And Felix can afford to pay me in the manner to which I have become accustomed.
Exactly the same as my pay.
That's very true. Felix raises my pay every time he raises his own.
I have one extra zero on mine. I get 6 zeros, he gets 5 zeros.
That's right. We're doing this because we really enjoy it. And we enjoy when people call up. I know it's late, but I just want to give you the number one last time because we're just about ready to sign off. It's 516-665-1860.
And remember, we normally broadcast every Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
To 9:45.
Unless something happens, like tonight.
And I do have to apologize to my friend Chuck, who called up all the way from San Diego. It was a real nice few minutes that we exchanged, 5-7 minutes or so. Brought back memories, but unfortunately you won't be able to hear him, and I somehow have to make it up to him and contact him in an email.
And he's just going to have to call us back again. And with that thought, I think it's time to say good night.
Everybody have a pleasant weekend. We look forward to having you join us again Monday at 9 p.m.
And just the theme of the name of the show is Trucking to Heaven, and to go along with that, we're just going to end the show as we normally do with our how should we put it? Our unofficial theme song.
Well, it's one of them. We have two actually.
There's a raccoon on the shoulder, ain't going anywhere. There's a possum wearing tire tracks.
Have a good one, folks.
Skunk fills the air. There's a piece of something over here. The rest is over there. I'm about to lose my lunch. Hey, look out for that deer. I got the roadkill blues. I got the roadkill blues.